be really cool to hear from you. And maybe if you can confirm whether or not you're stuck here or trapped.
Trapped.
It said trapped. You're really trapped here. If you'd like to move on, you've been here long enough. It's time to go home. What's up, guys? Welcome to Urban Ghosts.
Urban exploration.
We're back out again shooting an awesome video, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our member and Patreon pages. They are live. I'm so happy. I'm so happy those are finally done.
Finally.
I know. She did a ton of that work, guys. So congrats to her. She did a ton of that work.
Well, in all fairness, it took me quite a while to get it all figured out. But
we are here at the Old Stone Church and Cemetery, guys. But this is a special one. This is a very, very special one. I'm excited about this one. This one you guys actually requested as well. We are here with none other than Savage Graves. She is here. I'm anxious to see like what she might be able to like experience here, because I literally saw things here with my own eyeballs, like crazy. And we're gonna see what we can pick up today. It's a little bit noisy, but not as noisy as last time, oddly enough.
No, it's a little bit earlier. Yeah,
it's a little bit earlier. So we're gonna have some fun today, see if we can pick up anything paranormal, do some SLS, and she's gonna be doing some cool photos that we're gonna be dropping for a lot of the members and patrons, which is really cool. I'm excited about, but also for everyone else as well. So you're not gonna be left out either.
Nope.
Anyway, let's get savage, guys. You ready?
Yes, let's do that.
Let's do it, because she's already in there. I don't even know where she is.
Yeah, we gotta go find her.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
Peace, guys.
First things first, as we walk into the cemetery, rather. Now, last time we were here, I put a quarter down as a sign of respect because we were visiting. Evidently, that was wrong. I apologize. I was ignorant to the ways of that. So we're gonna make up for it. We brought pennies. I've got one. Kate has one. Grams has actually already put one down. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna lay a penny down as a sign of respect, letting the military service members here know that we visited. Just as a sign of respect. I've already lost Kate. She's already taking pictures. This is photographer Kate. This is what happens when we come out together and she's taking photos. She normally ends up gone somewhere taking photos. And then I'm usually waiting. There she goes again, look. This is Kate in her natural habitat. Isn't that funny? It's getting a little bit overcast. We're kind of chasing the weather here.
Yeah.
But here's the penny. Here's my penny. We're gonna go ahead and set this down as a sign of respect. Let the service members know.
I actually have two, so I'm gonna put two.
You're gonna put 2 pennies?
Because I didn't put one last time. I mean, we shared.
You giving everybody your 2 cents?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Giving everyone my 2 cents. Yeah.
This family was very interesting. Those are the children that died. The little stones.
Oh, really? Oh. Huh. Well, there's a veteran too. Civil War.
Huh? Yeah, Civil War.
A Civil War vet too.
He died in 1886. And there were children that died that were that age.
Wow.
You can barely read it, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really notice these before. There's so many.
Yeah. The sad thing was the children died so young.
Kind of really makes you appreciate modern medicine a little bit. Because there's cemetery. I mean, there's graves like that all over this cemetery, but just 1800s and 1900s, man, were bad. I'm gonna go ahead and put on Goose Tube. Let's see what we might pick up while we're here. All right. cool. I put out a lot of things on Instagram actually about Ghost Tube and Ghost Tube SLS. Like we posted something with the SLS and trying to get your guys' opinion. So comment below what you guys think about Ghost Tube. Now, obviously, I always keep an open mind. I remain on the fence about it because it's an application. But we're gonna see what we might get. We did get some really interesting things last time on the Ghost Tube when we were here, seemingly pertaining to the quote-unquote witch that's buried here. It's pretty interesting stuff. There are some Revolutionary War vets, but it's kind of interesting. A lot of the stones that are What did it say? Oh, it said goodbye. It said goodbye. Huh. We're not leaving quite yet. Someone said goodbye on Ghost Tube.
Really? Already?
Yeah, already.
I didn't get anything yet. Uh-oh.
What is this symbol for?
Revolutionary patriot Jeanette Jane Lamont Walker.
Daughters of the American Revolution.
1768 to 1856, placed by Andrew Pickens, chapter of the DAR in 1995.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. There's definitely a few of them like that around here.
We could belong to that.
Oh, can we?
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of Revolutionary War veterans in our ancestry.
Oh, wow.
That's what I have that big folder for, you know. It's in the bottom drawer of the secretary.
Oh.
That's all the information on how you belong to the DAR.
Oh.
I've never done
I see them a lot. Like in the old stone cemetery that we went to, they had placed a placard. But I guess they come in and fix a lot of these old tombstones that have broken over the years.
Which is nice. Really nice. I remember Mummy used to go and do stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She belonged to the DAR. It was a DAR meeting that that the squirrel came out of the tree, Mr. Gray, and he got in the lady's hat. The whole
Oh my
meeting
gosh.
just went,
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
"Stop, Mummy, we shot."
Some of these are just so worn over the years. It's wild.
Hard to read these signs.
A lot of these, there's a lot of Revolutionary War veterans. A lot more than I noticed before. A lot of this section is Revolutionary War. And there's a good many tiny stones that are very, very worn out all over the place.
What does this say?
This one is just the Daughters of the American Revolutionary War badge. It's not, doesn't really say anything. Appears they might be trying to do something, maybe.
Yeah. It looks like they're trying. There was another one like that.
It's another broken one. I didn't really notice this section before. Of course, this was towards the end. We didn't really spend a ton of time here.
Once it's 1812.
Uh-huh.
There's one back there, and it was all about a man, and he died in the War of 1812, and that was down in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Don't you remember that, or maybe not? That was when Andrew Jackson went down there, and LaFee joined him.
Oh.
And that's why they were able to win. And that was the second part of the Revolutionary War.
Wow. Yeah, I think pretty much all of these are going to be Revolutionary War veterans. some Civil War. If there's anything in here you'd like to communicate with us, we do have a device running right now that'll let you communicate with us.
We have a
Couple devices. We're here to visit you. We're here to learn the history. If you'd like to talk to us about anything. As Graham's mentioned before, we have ancestors with the Revolutionary War as well as the Civil War. It's beautiful. Like, we didn't really notice this section before.
I know.
Like, this is towards the end when we were leaving. There's so much here. This is wild. It's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. And people come in, they put flowers down still for them. Yeah, here's another placard. Thomas Rees. Thomas Rees, 1742 to 1796. So that would be this one here. John C. Calhoun Miller, native of Old.
It said purgatory.
It said purgatory and then it said female.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
That's crazy, right? You're not getting anything?
No. And it's still going. Like, I just checked it, but to see if it said anything, but it was still
Nothing.
going. It's just
That's
been in my
wild.
pocket like this. It hasn't said anything.
That's crazy. All right, guys, so something weird. We're not getting a ton on GhostTube right now. So far, though, we did get purgatory and female, which is kind of strange because we are right next to
It just said, what is this?
the witch. You know what I mean? You said, what is this?
Yes. What is this?
I don't know. That's strange because it said purgatory and female. And purgatory, some people think, is actually you stuck here on Earth in the afterlife.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So that could potentially be referring to her being stuck here because of how she was treated and buried. I don't know. Or, I don't know. I have no idea. And then yours says, what is this?
Yeah.
Almost confused as to like what we're doing.
Right.
Right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Strange, right? I don't know. Crazy.
What is this?
This is so cool. This is definitely one of my favorites
Nice.
in this entire cemetery. It's the Cherokee man. Forget his name. Osanapa? Asanapa? It's pretty crazy. Osanapa, are you here with us today? Would you like to communicate? We're here to visit you. We're here to find out some more information about you, maybe what happened, what's your life like, what's your history, what's your story. I mean, no disrespect, we're just here attempting to share your story.
Yeah, of course, you mean no disrespect.
We do have a device, again, that will allow you to speak with us. It's got a word bank that you can utilize to speak with us. And we didn't really get anything before either here. Was potential he's at rest, or maybe he would like not to communicate with us. Possibly.
What did it say?
It said friend.
Friend.
It said friend. It said friend. That's crazy. It said friend. Well, I appreciate that. If you're trying to say that you're a friend to us,
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
We are friendly. We can make peace.
All right, guys. So Kate's over there filming for some reels, trying to get me some footage for some reels and things like that. So behind the scenes stuff was really cool. Graham's over there talking to people. Now I'm getting some really interesting responses on the GhostTube here. We got female, we've got purgatory, we've got why did you come, we've got things like that, friend. Very interesting things, as a matter of fact. Well, that's kind of an interesting look. Hold on a second. Oh, that stone. There's actually like divots there. Interesting. Probably natural. We're standing next to the quote-unquote witch's grave. Notice something very interesting. There's a vial there of some kind with some kind of material in it. Not sure what that could possibly be. That wasn't here last time, I don't think. That's very interesting. I'm gonna look. It's in that little bottle there. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like little crystals of some kind. Very interesting. They're red. And there's another one over there. Oh, there's two. No, she's too far. Two bottles of these crystals. Very interesting. All right, guys. So took a big quick break. Graham's got distracted. She's making friends. I swear, you leave her alone too long, and she starts talking to people. But the strange thing, maybe strange, maybe not, maybe a complete coinkydink and all that, you know what I mean? She runs into a couple that was walking around the cemetery, first time here, interested in the history of the place and everything. And come to find out, they go to this church, it's older than this one. So he's gonna reach out to me, I think, if he can find the channel, because I don't have a card or anything, and talk to me about it, because it'd be really kind of cool to film a place like that. Would be amazing. But because imagine the history, imagine it, the possibilities of being haunted. I don't know, but crazy. The crazy thing is, though, the insane thing is that potentially that was started by one of my family members long time ago. The church is like 250 years old, and that might have been officially started by family member, possibly. We don't know for sure, but if it is, that is an insane coincidence. The day that I bring Graham's here, that happens. Very interesting. But she mentioned she felt a lot of things. Interesting. I'm anxious to hear what she feels here about everything. Fascinating place, beautiful place. If you ever have a chance to come here, you definitely should. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous and just thick with history. Insane. Not a ton of stuff on the ghost tube, but a lot of things pertaining to the witch's grave, which is interesting. So I might try some necrophonic in a minute. We'll see how it goes. A little noisy, but we'll see. It said hell and then not, because you were talking about Revelation?
Hell and then not, yes. We're talking about Revelation.
That's weird.
And we're talking about the number 7 and stuff.
The number 7?
Yeah, we're talking about and number 7 is the redemption number.
When it goes through just random.
That's crazy.
Like it knew what we were talking about.
Because everything that I've gotten here so far has seemingly been about that grave over there.
Either the Native American or
Right.
Jesus grave.
You don't get a ton about anything. I don't know. Have you been over there yet? Did you see it? People, there's two bottles of stuff. 2 little bottles of stuff.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah.
Yes, she was talking about that.
Almost look like little bottles of crystals.
Oh.
That's what it looks like to me, because the sun was shining down on it and it was a little shiny. It seems like stones.
I thought maybe salt at first, but that makes
Maybe salt, but it seems like crystals, which if you're thinking that she might have been a witch of some kind, maybe that's what you would do. I don't know. Oh, look at this one.
Look at how old this is.
There's a grave right here in this bush. What?
It's like out of the ground.
I know,
That
this-
was the actual gravestone. That's how little it was.
I know, and these 2 are broken, and there's one broken in that bush.
Oh my god.
That's how
So
old
what does
these are.
this one say?
I don't think you can read them. Just
Statue.
said statue again. Said statue again. We just picked up a statue.
You did.
We literally before we came here just purchased a statue
You did.
Of an angel.
of an angel,
Of a guardian angel.
of a guardian angel. Because there's something we're working on. We're going to talk about soon. But
Yes.
this is wild.
Farther.
It just said farther.
It said farther. Are we farther away from whatever was
Was it
talking?
farther or father?
Farther.
Farther.
Farther away from whatever was communicating with us?
It said statue and then it said farther.
Well, let's go look over here then.
Yeah.
Maybe it wants us to go over here.
Very curious as to what you think of
'Cause
this.
I turned this direction and then it said
Go
it.
there?
Yeah.
I think the Cherokee? So this is the Cherokee burial. His name was Osanapa.
The reason, by the way, where that church is the boundary of where they had settlers and the Cherokee land.
Oh.
And the reason they had shutters on the churches was because you could get attacked by the Cherokee.
Oh.
So,
Where they had this church or?
yes, that church and probably the other one.
Oh.
You have to think about that when you're thinking about how old these places are
Wow.
and why they would have shutters. So this is a Cherokee.
Yes.
Sasanapa.
This is the Cherokee man. We did get something that said friend.
He was here before the cemetery.
Right. He predates the cemetery.
And his name is what?
Osanapa.
It's not.
What are you thinking?
I've seen how much kinship I have, and yet there's not blood. And then all of a sudden I just heard
Trapped.
the hand,
The hand.
my hand.
Your hand. And then it said trapped.
Who's trapped?
That's so strange. She got attacked by fire ants, and then the ghost tube said torturer. That's kind of weird, right? It's pretty unfortunate, but this is her. She's completely walled in, but you notice how there is what appears to be quartz and stuff embedded into some of the stone, which is strange. And you can see where the initial crack is here in the middle. That's where her name is.
What? Oh, where the name is.
And they say lightning struck her name off of this in anger.
And
Because-
angered who? Not
because-
angered her.
Because she was so said worried. It said that she was taken, murdered, and buried as a witch. Pretty crazy. And then on the tombstone it said a brother's sorrow. It's just pretty interesting because that's who
Killed her.
killed her. And there's nothing else, no other family anywhere on this. Not daughter, not anything. You feel her? Certainly would make sense.
She thinks she can't go to heaven.
She thinks she can't go to heaven.
It convinced her that this wall would hold her in, but nothing would hold her in. And the lightning struck the grave because of that. Because the Lord wanted her to know she didn't have to stay there.
Did you hear that?
No.
What Graham just said. She thinks she's still here. I'm gonna try something. This is like a little app that might, maybe, possibly allow some communication. Let's see if we can maybe confirm what you're feeling. Be kind of cool. So, get a device here. If you'd like to communicate with us, it will not harm you. It'd be really cool to hear from you. And maybe if you can confirm whether or not you're stuck here or trapped, that'd be awesome. Are you with us? Let's see. So this is the Necrophonic app. And then was Eliza. Eliza, are you with us today?
Trapped.
It said trap.
You're not trapped. You're not trapped. They wanted you to think you were trapped, but you're not. Pray. Pray with me. Listen. Pray with me.
It's crazy. That seemed like a pretty clear response to me.
I brought an angel. She'll take you there.
What's it here? Say they walled you in as a witch. A man walled you here. You're not really trapped. You'd only be trapped in a prison of your own making at this point.
Good. Yes, good. We brought you good. Go to heaven. Heaven's waiting for you.
You're really trapped here. If you'd like to move on, you've been here long enough. It's time to go home. Pressure. I don't know. If you're still with us, I'm going to go ahead and close this session. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Goodbye. That was weird.
Yeah, it was.
You got some very strange responses.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. We're gonna have to listen to this back for sure. I know. It's in the car. But we got some really odd responses.
Really? That's cool.
Very strange responses. That is insanity. That's crazy. It seems like it was her, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Because we were talking about being trapped. It said trapped on the Necrophonic. That's
I
crazy.
thought she wasn't. But I could see how she thought she was.
That's wild.
Mine just said old.
It said old?
An over there it said living room, and then it said
Living room?
yeah. At first it said living room, and then it said Billy, or no, it said be
Billy?
quiet, and then it said Billy,
Huh.
and then it said old.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Huh.
Huh.
That's wild. So what do you think of the cemetery?
I think it's just gorgeous. I think it's a wonderful place.
Absolutely amazing, right? It's a crazy feeling you get here. Did you want to see the monument from
Yeah.
Texas family real quick
Yes.
before we
So,
kind of close this out? That was really wild, those responses, though. I cannot wait to hear them back. I wasn't going to nude necrophone it, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just try something. Hopefully you could hear it on the camera, because from what we could hear, it's pretty insane.
I can't even hear you from like a foot away.
I know. It's kind of a bummer, but it happens to be against this major highway, you know, it's not much we can do, but like you have to come here if you're in the area.
Father Thomas Jefferson Russ, 1803 to 1857, pioneer soldier, statesman of Texas.
So this is his mom and dad, basically. Instrumental in this area, and then he would have gone to Texas and was instrumental not only into the independence of Texas from Mexico, but also during the
I've got to look this
annexation.
up. Yeah, I need to look this
Fascinating.
up. And then his parents were here, so
Mhm.
they're buried in here. See the stones?
Oh yeah.
They're just like that.
It's pretty
Father,
wild.
mother. But he put the stone here somebody put that there in 1936.
Wow.
State of Texas.
Wow. That's crazy.
1930. 1930, that stone was put there by the state of Texas.
That's insane. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff.
And it's Rusk. R-U-S-K, right?
Mm-hmm. Risk. Yeah, I read up on quite a bit of what he was doing, but he was elected to office in Texas when it was independent, and he was elected in office when it was annexed by the United States.
Wow.
So huge deal. It's pretty cool.
And this is his parents.
These are his parents.
And I think they had a plantation or a farm here. We need to look that up. John Rusk.
That's pretty insane. He was also instrumental, I believe, in writing the Texas Constitution, I want to say as well.
Wow.
I might be wrong about that, but I think so. He's one of the first people that wrote the state constitution. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. Do you remember the name of the person or where that person was who was killed in the duel? It said he's like somewhere in the middle somewhere. Of course, it could have been one of these. I'm not sure.
What was that?
It's on the sign up here. We could take a look at it when we leave, but hopefully that was just a backfire. But like he was killed in a duel, and because of that he was buried outside of the church cemetery, and eventually this grew so much that he ended up being inside of the cemetery. So, and now I think it said on there that he was now somewhere in the middle.
Wow.
Close to the middle.
Second Lieutenant Ansel N. Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
CSA.
22nd South Carolina Infantry.
June 25th, 1843 to August 11th, 1975.
It's wild. Oh yeah, this is marble.
32 when he died.
It would have taken quite a bit to break that, I think. All right. Pretty cool. Boom. All right, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Hope you really enjoyed this video. This is a really exciting one. We've got so much content coming, guys. We've got so much planned for you guys. We're doing so much behind the scenes. It's pretty awesome. So much.
So much. It's been so awesome.
I know. We're working so hard to improve literally everything.
Literally
Everything. Like all of the things we're working on. It's insane.
All the things.
I'm so excited. So excited to really kind of officially really be back and doing things for you guys. It's awesome.
Officially. We're back.
UGW's back, baby.
We are not going anywhere,
Never
ever.
anywhere. It's been awesome. Anyway, guys, much love to you all.
Yeah.
As always, stay strong.
Stay blessed.
Stay savage.
Little guns. Boom. I got nothing. Big guns.
Boom, boom,
There you
boom.
go. Love you guys.
Peace and love, guys.